Give me a D and a G. It's the Dunga Show. It's the Dunga Show.
Welcome to the Dog and Gus Show. Now,
on Be Kind Radio.
you got her.
What's going on today, dog?
We're going to chat with Jessie Simmons.
Hi, Jessie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you guys doing?
Good. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Hey,
Yeah.
no worries.
Excited about this. Lots to ask you about. So what was the first thing that got you into music?
Oh my goodness. I started singing when I was like 3 years old. I started singing in church, performing in solo and like with the choirs and different like mini groups as well. And it just kept going really. And then I got into high school where they had like a musical and I auditioned. And then from there, it just was like nonstop really.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And you've been here in Ottawa for how long?
Born and raised.
Born and raised, because
Yes.
you have Haitian roots, though, right?
Yes. My parents are Haitian.
Cool. And do you have a proclivity for the Haitian style of music, or are you more?
Yes. Like, like growing up, like I felt like they like forced that music, like type of music down my throat.
Mhm.
And then after the earthquake in 2010, I just was looking for a way to feel more connected to the cause and like what was going on. So like I started like really like getting into the music and like the songs that like I was so annoyed that my parents would play nonstop on Saturday mornings are like the songs that I have to play at least once a day every day.
You know what's funny is I think that's everyone as we age.
Yeah.
Like, not that my mom was listening to Wu-Tang, like I'm wearing my shirt, but like when there was a certain music that I kind of heard every Sunday, and then I was like, I don't want to
Mhm.
listen to this anymore, and so I'd leave the house, and now I love that music, right? So it's very interesting, and it's cool for sure. And of course that earthquake was it was devastating for Haiti.
Yes.
So it's nice that you did some work there. That's great. Tell us about the Compa Brunch.
Yeah, the Kopa Brunch. So basically, it kind of has nothing to do with music. Really, it's just like I love brunch. I love brunching. I love having a good vibe. So when you like go to the United States, it always like Sunday fun day. So it's always like really good music and like a really good vibe. And I was just wondering, I was like, I don't think I've seen a brunch where there's Compa, Haitian music. So I put out there like just like on Instagram, I was like, who would be interested in maybe having a brunch that plays Haitian music. And I did the first edition for my birthday, 2 in 1. I'm a shameless plug, so I always will use an opportunity. So I invited my friends and I also made it a public event too. And it was a really good turnout at Exit Lounge. The food was really great. And I decided to do another edition. So the next one is going to be on October 5th. And I have DJ August who will be spinning. I have Kara Altoine from Montreal who will be the MC. And I also have DPM Your Fave who will be the performer. And he's also one of my producers for one of the songs that I have, Plus Jamais Seul. So it's just really cool to be able to, as a community, come together and just create like a nice little environment. And like myself and other people, I don't like being outside past like 7 p.m. So the fact that the event is like from 12 to 4, it works very well for me. So Kopa Brunch is just like a new event that I started to see if there was like any interest. So I work on it with DJ Velvet, in collaboration with the Exit Lounge restaurant that's in the west end of Ottawa.
That's awesome.
I
don't like to be up past 7 either.
Yeah. Well, you don't.
Yeah.
I'm usually out. Do we educate us? Do we have a strong Haitian community here in Ottawa? I'm asking this because I really don't know.
Oh yes, absolutely. I wouldn't say as strong as Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
However, there is definitely a good community out here. So like the older generation, my generation as well. So they like there's mostly like the nightlife, the family activities as well, especially in the summertime with the festivals season. There's a lot of that happening. A lot of them are interested in football, soccer, sorry.
Hmm.
And so there's a lot of that. So there's a really good community here in Ottawa, definitely.
Yeah, it makes
Okay.
sense. It's French speaking community too, so it makes a
Hmm
lot of sense.
hmm
I have some friends that are in that Haitian community.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, they'll be at the birthday party. My twins' birthday party is next Saturday. I'm inviting them
Oh,
informally.
happy birthday to your twins.
Yeah, thank you.
This-
I heard a baby in the background there too. You got a little one there.
Yes, my niece, so my beautiful niece. So she's always with me when I'm home.
Nice.
But I realized that she might do a little noise here and there, so I asked my
Nope.
sister to take her for a little
That's
bit.
fair. Yeah. No, you feel
we've had children interrupt. We've had dogs and cats. We're fine.
yeah, that's fair.
Yep, we're fine with anything.
What's the 613 R&B? Tell me about that.
Oh yes, 613 R&B is from Culture Ties. So they are a media company that do a bunch of different events. So they have Pieces of Us, they have Deeply Rooted, and they added 613 R&B as of last year. So myself and another local artist named Lonely Boy, we are the hosts. And it's basically a interactive R&B party concert, so you would say, not in the club scene, but it's more like a concert, you would say. So it's just basically bringing back the music that we grew up listening to, or like, just like just good old R&B music, but not necessarily being in the clubs. So we're about to have our fifth event. We had three events. No, we had two events last year, and we did in February. We did one in June in Montreal, and now October 11th we're bringing it back to Ottawa at Club Stop. And yeah, so it's basically something for everybody. So the 80s, the 90s, the 2000 babies who just overall love R&B music. For interactive experience, it's a pretty fun and good time.
Nice.
And I'm assuming this will be after 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Unfortunately, yes,
No
it
brunch
is.
involved.
Yes, unfortunately, it is from 8 p.m. to 12:30, but
Ooh.
but it's before 1 a.m. So that's
There you go.
You'll
yeah.
be there from 8 to 8:30, and then
Yeah, that's it. I'm out. I'm out. You guys carry on. I'm going home.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, sticking to the R&B. Who's the greatest R&B artist of all time?
Oh man.
Oh my goodness, that is a tricky question. Of all time.
How about in the 90s?
In the
Say that.
90s, I really love Michael Jackson. I love Shaka Khan. I love Sade. Uh, I love the group In Vogue. I really really love them, especially like the like in their 80s era and early 90s.
Never gonna
Um,
get it. Never gonna get it.
Yeah. Oh my
Sorry.
goodness. My favorite one is Hold On. The whole intro section was just
Oh yeah,
incredible.
yeah. I'm down
So
with that.
yeah, so oh my god, you caught me off guard here. Who else? Yeah, no, I think I'm good with those options.
Yep.
Yeah, you named some beauties there. Yeah,
Yeah, solid
Tony
choices.
Tone.
Gus just likes to ask 90s questions.
Belle
'cause
Biv
he's-
DeVoe.
Yeah. Belle Biv DeVoe. Oh my god.
I think like that's an R&B hip hop group kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I could go on and on.
Yeah, you could,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you will.
Yeah.
If-
I'm a big
if
90s
given the chance.
hip hop R&B guy, so that's just the way it is. You
That's the way it is, yeah.
know? Tony Braxton. I had such a crush on
Yes,
her. Oh my god, she was so
love
hot.
her tone. She has such a rich tone. Such
Yeah.
a rich tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she can sing too.
Mm-hmm.
Not just her
That's what
looks,
she
dude.
meant by rich tone.
No, I was talking to you, not to Jesse.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the Folk Canada thing going on next month, Jesse.
Oh yeah, it's my first time attending the conference, and I'm really excited. I'm not sure what to expect, but I've heard great things about just like the music community and like how there's a lot of different people from all over Ontario that's going to be there. I was fortunate enough to be chosen to do a private showcase and be also like an official showcase artist too. So I'm really looking forward to just being able to bring Haitian music into a different type of setting and making that connection and just yeah, having new opportunities. So I know it's gonna be from the 15th to the
Mhm.
19th.
Yes.
And I saw that there was a lot of different activities and panels, stuff that are happening. So I'm really really looking forward to it. I wasn't planning to go to the full conference. I was just gonna go to like my showcase and just be done because it is during the week. And as much as I am an artist, I also have bills to pay, so I do work.
Mhm.
But I was told to not do that and to attend the conference and that it'd be worth it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what's gonna happen there.
Nice.
Well, you may see us there.
Well, we'll be there. We'll be there.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're going to be there to chat. Hopefully, to chat with some of the people you're just talking about. We Joel has graciously offered up passes for us, so we'll be there to talk to folks.
Amazing.
Yeah, on the red carpet, as it were, or wherever they want to talk to us.
Well, yeah, we did it at the CMAs, and then it sort of got us in the door to do other things. So it was kind of a
Oh, the
cool.
CMAs was awesome. That was
Yes.
that was very beautiful at the NEC.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shout out to Mike. They've really changed the way. They really changed the way for a lot of artists in Ottawa. I'm really grateful for them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
doing
great.
good work.
Yeah. We didn't catch you on the red carpet, did we?
No, when I'm not Jessie Simmons, I'm very shy. So I just went inside and I sat down. I barely spoke to anybody. I'm a very shy person. It's on stage, it's very hard to believe, but I am very shy.
It's your alter ego.
Yep.
That's good.
Jesse and Jessica.
Yeah, fair.
So Jesse is the outgoing singer, and Jessica is the one that sneaks into places and sits in the back row.
Exactly.
All right, fair.
Goes for brunch.
Yeah, goes for brunch and doesn't go out at night.
Yep, and goes
Got
for
it.
brunch.
Got it. We got it right.
How do you feel the internet has impacted the music business?
I want to say it's good and also unfortunate. Good in the sense that, like, because of the pandemic, we now see that we just need the internet to be able to connect with other people, which is the plus. But I just feel like also the downside is I feel like the internet has really taken away from the art of music. I feel like it's like good and bad. Like some people, their rollout, you see that it's authentic. You see that it's like like you can connect with the person and like the story that they say behind the songs, or like other people, they're just going viral off of like silly things, whereas like other artists have been working really hard and like trying and trying, So I feel like the internet culture is just, you have to keep trying. You have to keep trying. It's I feel like for any area of in the entertainment business, it's a hit or miss, but you just have to keep trying because you just never know who's listening, who's out there, and then who's your next audience, really.
Well, that's what we've had this debate many, many times with many artists, and there are evils of Spotify, and we've used that a lot, and that's mostly like just the ridiculous amount that people don't make on with the music they pour their hearts and souls into.
Yes.
But like you said, at the same time, you get that exposure. And like we look up Jessie Simmons and we listen and we love, and then we move on. Hey, they're suggesting this person, and then that person gets a little bit of traction as well. So that's that's one of the more positive parts of it that I think, anyway.
Well, I think it's also you got to spin it in the more positive way always, right? Like it's sort of Spotify kind of really takes a big, massive chunk of whatever stream you get. You get like a quarter of a penny or whatever it is, but it's like there's other options out there. Like she was saying, it's great to connect with people, and you're able to collaborate, and then people could create music online, and there's a lot of stuff that's out there that's positive for sure.
Well, we both agree on that for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't disagreeing with you. I was adding to your point.
Oh, thank you.
Were we disagreeing?
No.
Was that
we were disagreeing earlier?
Yeah,
before the show.
That's true. Did you ask? You didn't ask a question. Go ahead, Doug.
I made a statement, but
yeah, that doesn't count.
How'd it feel to win Album of the Year at the Kilimanjaro Awards?
It was really rewarding because like prior to the pandemic, I really felt lost as an artist. I felt like I was sheltered, and I felt like my voice was just like not being heard. And then during the pandemic is when I right before the pandemic is when I decided to leave the label that I was at the time. Decided to take matters into my own hands because I told myself, listen, I love music. I grew up doing music. And if I want to keep doing this, I can't keep letting people control my faith or my path. So I took a chance on myself and I started doing music on my own. Started connecting with people that have the same passion and I guess you could say heart that I do. And after releasing my first single as an independent artist was Fantasy, I told myself, okay, I'm doing an album. So it took me 2.5 years to do the album. Lots of sweat, blood, tears, lots of lots of tears, lots of back and forth from Ottawa to Montreal. I stayed in Montreal for a little bit as well to be able to access the studios and the producers during the creation and the productions and the recording. And when I got the confirmation that my album was being released, I was in my car and I cried for 2 hours straight, just thinking about the journey, the path that I've been through, the no's that I got, the closed doors, the ups and the downs of me wondering, am I ever going to be able to pass that step of making an album? So when I first got the nomination, I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. And then when I won the album of the year, I I couldn't I didn't fi- I couldn't even like believe it. I was so shocked, but it was just rewarding because I thought back of like all the hard work that I did, and I was just, so it's like for anybody that wonders, like you just can't give up. And like I realized by changing the way I navigated the music of if it's like if I'm tired of feeling not heard or disrespected, it's like maybe it's the way that I'm presenting myself. So it's like, what can I do to better present myself to people or something? So I just, I have an EPK, I have my website, and certain how I do like certain like meetings or whatever, like just like changing the way that I present myself as an artist has been able that allowed me to have bigger, better opportunities, such as winning album of the year. And it's just a confirmation that my work is not in vain and that there's more coming, and more has happened since. So it was just very rewarding and something that I will forever cherish.
Very cool. Now, did you for the showcase at the folk? Did they call you, or did you have to like throw your name into the hat, as it were, like to kind of like say, "Hey, I'd love to be here."
So I met Joel last year, and then he did tell me about the conference, and then said to apply once I saw that they had it. They were recruiting. Artist submissions were open, so you had to like submit your portfolio, live performances, and all that stuff. I think that like having like quality live performances and just like having like your online presence that like looks good. I feel like it helps a lot. Um, I wasn't really sure what I was getting into because again, it's like I do Haitian music, and like a folk festival. It's like it's like it's mostly folk music, but it's kind of like blues fest where it's like it's yes, it's blues, but it's like a lot of like a variety of music. So I'm just very grateful to have the opportunity to be able to share the Afro Caribbean music in the folk festival. Um, I think that I will bring something that is unique, that is awesome. Canada, we talk about celebrating diversity and culture, and that's exactly what I bring. I sing in French, English, and Creole because I do want to reach a wider audience, and while still, staying in tune with my roots as well. So I'm really excited to see how it's gonna go at the conference. I'm performing on October 17th at 8 o'clock or 8:30, I believe. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will be very awesome. I think it'll be a cool event. I mean, obviously, like you said, it's the first one. So Dog and I are trying to figure out our path too, because Joel put us in the, it's just sort of, they're figuring things out as they go, which is, you have to just be a little
Mhm.
patient with it, I'm sure. But artist first, and then go for the media to help out after that, right? If you could play any venue in the world, what would it be?
Oh wow. Is it Bercy in Paris? Is it Bercy in Paris?
Sounds
Bercy.
like right the one that's right in the middle of the city.
Yeah, either Bercy in Paris or Place Belle in Montreal. Every time I go to a concert there. Like I saw these French Afro artists, Taiki and Daju, and like I love live music a lot. Live instrumentation, I love that so much. So just seeing that um in such like a cool setting, it was awesome. But yeah, I love live instruments. Um, my one of my after compa and R&B, my favorite genre is blues. I really love listening to the blues a lot. Um, I was in Chicago. I grew up in Chicago, so I was in Chicago a couple of weeks ago, and I went to this bar, and then this band from Indiana. They're just killing the blues, and like just that, like anywhere like music is just alive. I want to be on that stage too, because I'm like, this is just awesome. I love instruments, how they interact, and how like you can see the artists like the passion is, they're not just playing, they're speaking through this instrument, they're making love to their instrument. So it's like I love being part of that.
Great.
It's good. Like a good question after that is when your dog asks that he didn't, but so I'm going to jump in and ask his question. But when you're at a show and you're an artist, do you watch? When you said you like the instrumentation, are you watching each artist in their own way and critiquing it in your own way, or is it just more you're enjoying the moment?
Enjoying and studying. Like every time I go to a show, I try to like just enjoy, but I can't help but to just study. Be like, like how do they transition through songs? How do they introduce the song? Like, and what's the difference between like the live arrangement versus the studio? Like what's the experience that they're creating? How are people reacting? And it's just like, and how can I apply that to my shows? Like I'm always looking to better myself as an artist, and just like I love like life is always like to study, and every time I go to a show I'm always like just studying. I always have a little notepad, I'm taking notes all the time. Like I love doing that.
Nice.
Is there someone that you would love? Like you have, there's money's no option, and you can collaborate with anybody.
Oh, there's a artist, Haitian artist named Denercide. Um, he has a way with not just instruments but words as well. He's written some of like the greatest Haitian songs that I've heard. Just for like lyrics, the wordplay that he uses, and I'm just like, sometimes I just wish I was like in the studio. Not even like, even if I can't collaborate with him, that's fine. But I was just sitting there as it's being created. That's how like every song that I've really liked of Haitian music, his name's attached to it, and I'm like, you're insane, like that's crazy. So I would love to collaborate with him. I would love to be on the writing team for like Beyonce. There's like always like 20 people writing her music, and I just think that like how it all comes together is awesome. I had seen one songwriter who sent her, he was just sharing like a vlog of like how he sent her a song and how like it came to life, and it was like one of my favorite songs. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. So it's just like I would love to be more a part of the creative process, more than collaborate like song feature, just because I just feel like that's just so much more magical than the, I mean, it has bigger impact for me than the outcome, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
Beyonce. She's okay.
Yeah, she's done all right with herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Few Grammys. I think, what does she have, like 50?
I think, is she not like the top Grammy winner of all times?
She's up there. I think I thought it was Michael still, but it could be.
No, I don't think so. But we're not going to diss Michael on this show.
Oh no, too much respect for the
Not
king.
allowed to. Jesse will come out and slap us silly, and Jessica will step back. And
Well, I wouldn't either. I'm a huge Michael
I know
Jackson
you
fan.
are. I know you.
I love Michael Jackson so
Me
much.
too. It's like my first album, Thriller.
Wow.
Not mine. Would you ever think of covering a Michael Jackson tune?
Covering a Michael Jackson tune?
Yeah.
I mean, when I used to like do covers on YouTube, I like sang like The Way You Make Me Feel, Liberian Girl. But my favorite Michael Jackson song, which I'm trying to convince my band to like, I know like it has nothing to do with the music that we do, but I'm trying to convince them to just, at least for me, that we cover Earth Song, because that's my favorite. Where are we going with this? Absolutely nowhere, but I just want to do it.
You know,
Even if it's in verse.
I was funny. I was thinking Earth Song because I had just listened to it the other day, and I was like, that'd be so cool if somebody could actually do it. Like,
Could you-
you know, I don't know.
Could you not put a little Haitian flair into the song? Could you not?
Probably,
You
yeah.
I
know?
wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even do that to like
No.
respect the king. I wouldn't even do that.
Oh,
I
okay.
really just want to do it as is, and like they're just like, for what? And I'm like, because I want to. I don't care if
Yeah.
we don't do it at a show. I just want to do it.
Yeah, it's pretty relevant today still. Like, what
Yeah.
are we like? What are we doing? You know?
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
A big question. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So keep pushing because Jesse's personality, we'll get it done.
that'd be
Yeah.
cool. That'd be cool. Can we be in the video? I just want to be in the video.
You can be in the video.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
He's shy too. Hey, by the way, this is a shy guy right here. Another great song. So musically, so in 5 years, everything goes perfectly. Where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in the 5-year plan?
In 5 years, I see myself with hopefully a second and third album. I would love to open up my own rehearsal space, not necessarily only for bands, but like, that has like the space for like I do performance coaching as well. So like I'd like to like, have the space for that. Um and like have like more activities that I can like offer to the community. I'd love to be a traveling touring artist. I would love to be, by then I should be have performed in like all over France, in the Caribbean, and probably move to the States for music by then. And yeah, and just more music. I just hope that in 5 years, no matter what life throws at me, that I never stop doing music.
Yeah.
Would one of these albums in the next 5 years be a blues flavored album? Because you said you wouldn't mind doing that.
I'm very versatile. I feel like if I would find like, because my musicians are very like Haitian rooted and stuff, and I just forced Afro and a bit of rock on them. But it's going pretty well. But I feel like with the right guidance, I feel like we can do it. We did reggae as well, so it's like I feel like blues is not impossible.
What are you working on musically right now?
So I am releasing a song this Wednesday called Dream featuring C Fidelia. So that song is a Afrobeat song in English. And then I have I have 2, 3 songs I'd like to release in this next quarter before the end of the year. Because as of January, I'm gonna be focusing on doing French music. Because I had met with the brand specialist. Like I'm always looking to always learn. I don't feel like, even though I'm an established artist, I don't feel like I'm unteachable. So just seeking advice, and I was told that I'm doing too much in terms like I'm singing French, I'm singing English, I'm singing Creole, and it's like it's great, but for if my audience trying to place me in a category, it's kind of hard to do that. So with that, I kind of like went back in my stats, just studying my music, seeing like where my music is being listened to the most and what song is being listened to the most and all that stuff and what people interact with the most. And I noticed that there is a slighter, bigger interaction with the French. So I'm going to see how that goes for a couple of years. I'm also gonna like, if I'm with for the year, I'm also gonna throw some English and Creole here and there. But I just want to see what that is because I'm always looking to explore and just see how that is. Just to, because I always know there's always like a bigger picture out of it. Like this year I wanted to release an album and I told myself, let me do singles instead. Singles makes me more consistent and I'm able to build an engagement in a community, and that's exactly what happened online. So so I'm always just looking to grow and just seeing like what my supporters prefer and what they like.
Nice.
Now, you're saying about in 5 years moving to the States. Would you move like back to Chicago? Or would you go further down? Like I'm thinking for the Creole and the French, and you're singing that New Orleans would probably be a better place
Yeah, I
for your
honestly
music to be received.
I thought about Chicago, but I would want something new. So I'm thinking maybe Florida because there's a big, big, big community out there for Haitians and the music and stuff. Huge out there. So I was thinking maybe Florida. Chicago would be easy, but nothing in life that's easy is worth having. I do like a challenge, so I would probably go to Florida and see what that looks like.
She's right. There's If it's easy, it's not.
Yeah. Well, then
not
what's the
getting
point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. I like that.
Yeah.
What's the worst piece of advice someone gave you when you were starting out as a musician?
The worst piece of advice.
Yeah, everybody asks the best. I'm gonna say I asked the worst.
The worst piece of advice that I got. Do it for the exposure.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it for the exposure. So I'm all about community. I'm all about building and collaborating. That, don't get me wrong, but not every opportunity is an opportunity. Like a lot of people are just, they do not respect local artists. Or they just don't respect you, period. And you know, some people just don't realize the sacrifices that it takes for an artist to be on stage. It's more than just picking up a mic. It's like, you don't know, like the lessons that I had to pay for, the clothes I had to buy. Even if I'm not getting paid, it's like, there's a lot that I had to do to be here today. So the whole do it for exposure, especially now where I'm at in my career, unfortunately, it's like if it's not directly related to like a community event, it's like I can't do it for the exposure, you know? Like there has to be something bigger. It's like, are all the funds going to like the Boys and Girls Club? Are we doing a fundraiser? Like what are we doing for it to be for the exposure, for it to be worth it? So my name can be attached to it. Is it to your benefit, or is it to benefit of like the community? Because I'm all about community.
It's nice. It's a great.
No, it's yeah, and you're right. Like we've talked to many artists, and a lot of folks don't understand what goes into preparing, even just preparing for a show. You got to think of the songs you're going to play. Like even going back to like when you're writing your songs and you're taking that time, and your blood, sweat, and tears and your emotions are all over that paper, and people are just like, yeah, it was okay. Like it's
Exactly.
just, it's just the lack of respect for a lot of artists. It's just, and that's why we do this, because we're trying to get you guys out there so that people know, hey, we got this amazing Haitian artist, and then you know what, hey, this person and this person, and so we're kind of like trying to get it out that Ottawa is a place for music, and that you should just not limit yourself to one genre.
Totally.
Exactly.
And we learn too. This is like
Oh,
we're
man.
like students of music, so we kind of like enjoy chatting different stuff and just
Mhm.
like stuff that we wouldn't really know other than asking people about
Exactly.
it. Right?
Yeah.
But also we want you to flourish, and that's kind of what we're all about. We started just talking about dumb stuff, and then started interviewing people.
It was
great.
music stuff, but
It's me, yeah. This is like Led Zeppelin and stuff.
yeah,
like
but
that.
it's much more fun to talk to.
Of course.
Artists.
I'm just being a smartass. This is who I am. I'm kind of lighten the mood here.
Yeah, great job.
You're intense.
I am intense. Sorry, man.
Jessie's just chilling out over there, and she's.
I'm
like,
scaring
enjoying
Jessica,
it.
is what you're saying, right? Like Jessie's fine. I'm scaring Jessica.
Yeah.
All right. My
Yeah,
bad.
David is the dog is a different guy, right? So
Yeah, I'm a little aggressive.
do you play any other instruments? What's your instrument catalog?
So I don't like play, like go on stage, play instruments, but I just like handle them for if I'm like writing music, or if I'm like doing scales and stuff. So it's like a bit of piano, a bit of guitar, but I have long nails, so that's not really possible to play some instruments. But yeah, growing up, I played the clarinet. I played that for about 7 years, and I don't know why I stopped, but I used to play the clarinet.
Because it's the clarinet.
Right, but it was fun. I don't know why. It was really fun, and then I stopped because senior year, well, I didn't know how to read music, but I knew how to play by ear. But then my teacher caught it. She was like, "Can you play this section?" And I was like, "Huh?" And then she's like, "Can you?" I was like, "I can play the song." So I played the entire song, and she was like, "Great, now play this section." And I was like,
Busted.
It's just like, "You can't read music." I was like, "No, I can't." So yeah,
But I played it. I played it all.
I played it all. Like I didn't miss a single note.
That's why you quit. That teacher messed with you.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I just focused more on singing, because like I never really associated singing with school. It was just to me, like singing was just like a pastime at the time, but I really did love singing. And then I was like, oh, there's a platform in school for me to also keep singing. So yeah.
That makes sense. Plus, you quit the clarinet because you're at a party, and like somebody singing at a party or playing the guitar or playing piano is way cooler. You're not just gonna fire
It's
at a
way
cat.
cooler. What
Yeah,
am I
yeah,
doing with clarinet?
yeah. It's like
Hey, hey,
like, no.
let me break out this clarinet and play
Well, I was
something.
trumpet. I played trumpet in grade, like, and so you're not pulling that out. Like, I'm not like,
Why not Louis Armstrong?
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't be the right choice.
I think was your the music teacher here in Ottawa?
Yes.
I think you should send them an invite for for this October and say, "How do you like me now?"
It's not a bad idea.
Thank you. I do have them
They,
occasionally.
they were supposed to come. They were supposed to come to my show at the NAC. But they weren't able to come. And I have another music teacher. So senior year, we had like this music focus for a whole semester. And then my music teacher found me on TikTok. And then they were just like, hey, Jess, they're like, I always knew you were going to go far. And like, I'm happy you're still doing music. And I was just like, thanks, So it was really nice to like connect with my teacher that way. And
Yeah,
I would
they
love for
probably
my
like you.
teachers, my music teachers, those two, Madame Prou and Monsieur Curier from Franco S and Sammy G. I would have loved to just for them to see me perform. But I plan like one of my goals as well is like I'd like to perform in the schools as well, like the French Catholic schools. So like I'm in the talks with that, so that's gonna be happening. So should be connected with my old school teachers too, for sure.
Nice. What was it like for you? Your experience playing the NAC? It must have been like it's pretty grand, right? Like it's
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Like the fact that I was able to like my music, like me, like it's my show at the NEC. It's insane. In 2010, when I had my music program, our final show was at the NAC before the renovation. So I did perform at the fourth stage with my classmates, and that was really awesome. And then this year I've been doing music for 10 years officially. And that's worth celebrating. So the fact that I was able to just be at the NEC, the fact that it was sold out was mind blowing to me because I'm just like a little girl from the west side of Ottawa. I don't know who really cares to listen to my music, but I have to always remember that there is a community out there that does support me, that wants to see me win. And if everything that I do in music, it's because of people that support me, that I'm able to keep going. So it's like it's just incredible to be able to reach that type of milestone and like playing my own music at the NEC, such a prestigious stage, and like bringing Haitian music to the NEC, like that's just insane. Like I had to pinch myself many times.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, it's for an artist to be there. So many great artists have played there, and it's just such a thing, West side of Ottawa. What's west side of Ottawa for you?
Pinecrest area,
Craig
like
Henry?
close to the IKEA. That's where I grew up. Yeah, Greenbank. I'm from Greenbank. Draper, Morrison Garden. That's where I'm from.
All right, I was Tanglewood, so it was like still west side, but not a little bit more south.
I was definitely south.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's where the base is.
That's true. Yeah, you grew up on the base. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the base.
Yep. A base kid, base brat.
I went to Marival, so it was like that area.
Marival. Okay, not too far. Yeah, I
a lot of my buddies went to Borden, so that was like near where you kind of grew up.
Robert Borden. Okay, yeah, like up, like yeah. I grew up in the West and also like South Keys as well.
Mm-hmm.
So those two like shaped me a lot growing up as a musician.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. Going back to your album, did you are you of the mind of having hard copies of your product, or are you just streaming it on like?
Oh no,
socials?
it's very important to me to have like physical copies. I understand there's no CD players anymore, but listen, I grew up like in my garage I still have like 400 CDs of like all albums that I've bought. So it was important for me to at least to have that. So my album, I have one that I framed myself. I printed 100 copies because like I didn't want to like overdo it. But I think I have like 20 albums left out of the 100 that I sold. And I've told people, I'm like, listen, I understand that you don't have a CD player, me neither, but you're directly supporting me because we understand that we're not getting paid with these streams, really. So,
just an FYI, we both have CD players.
Yeah, I still have mine from '97.
ooh,
Mine's probably older than that.
Yeah, you got the big changer, but mine's like the one that slides. And
Yeah,
like,
his is cool. Whatever.
There's a video on our page. Go check it
Yeah.
out. It's like
Nice.
I'll send it to you after we chat, just so I
Yes.
feel really good about myself, because I feel like we grew up at similar times, you know. So it was
You
sort
too.
of yeah. You know, you're
Not this old
you.
fossil here. Yeah, with the 200 disc CD player. Excuse
I was
me.
born in the 90s.
Okay, I'm older than you, but still, you know, same my
Yeah, so like
love of music is probably similar.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much so. Yeah. But that's what we like to ask about, like the hard copies, because it's so exciting when you get it and you open it up and you're looking at it, and this is the coolest thing ever. And there's my name
Yeah.
on there, and I'm thanking these people, and this is cool.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
think it's like a piece of art, right? Like that you've
Yeah.
created. So it's got to be a fulfilling moment. Like it's filled with fulfilling moments in your career so far, right? So
Yes.
one of them. Yeah, it makes total sense. How do you deal with like creative blocks or any performance anxiety that you may have?
Ooh, that's a good question. I guess I could bring it back to 2016. My favorite aunt of mine passed away, and it was kind of traumatic because I was like there, and for some reason I just didn't perform for like 8+ months, and like I'm someone that performs at least once a week throughout the year, so it was really weird for me not to perform. But for some reason, every time I was on stage, I was just anxious. And then one day there was Cap City Showdown, like an old I think it was like a hip hop music what's it called? The contest happening in Ottawa, and they were having like a ladies edition. And then my friend Doressa was like, for my birthday I'd like for you to perform, and I was like, I can't say no to her. She's my little sis. I love her so much. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to wing it. And when I got on that stage, like I have a tattoo that says when I'm on stage I'm at home, because it's true. When I'm on stage I am at home. I had to remember that like this was the safest place that I've ever had in my life, and that it's just my mind that's telling me that I'm not, like, but my mind's playing games with me, but this is my home. And I just grabbed that mic, just remembered my reason, my why, and why I love music, and I just never felt anxious ever again, just remembering my why. Really.
It's great.
It's funny that, because there's a lot of folks like that, right? Like we've met and talked to a lot of different people who are, when we talk to them outside of the music, even before they go on stage, it's fun to watch the transition. Like we're talking to Jessica, and all of a sudden on stage, oh, it's Jessie now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's fun to watch that kind of that morphing when you get up the stairs to the stage, and all of a sudden
The real you.
Yeah.
The real
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
and
like,
it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it's like any of the guys that we watch that are bassists or
Oh.
something, and they're just like bassists. I don't know what it is about bassists, but they just sort of turn into these animals or
Yeah,
something.
you're
I don't
talking
know. It's
about
amazing.
Cyrus,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cyrus, yeah, especially Cyrus.
No,
And
he's-
even Bob. Like Bob just sort of has the stank going all the time.
Bob is like when we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Sorry, yeah, we go off track sometimes.
Yeah, but anyway, it's fun. It's fun to see that transition from, shy, standing at the bar, just talking, very meekly, and to get on stage and just blowing people away with the vocals and the stage presence and stuff. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yes. It's fun, yeah. It is.
I bet it's fun for you when you get to. It's like you put it like I'm putting a mask on almost, but taking a mask
Taking a
off,
mask
I
off,
should
yeah.
say, and then just sort
Yeah.
of like your friends must notice, right? They're like, your reserved, self is changes when you're doing your art, right? Is your friends
Yeah.
must notice that stuff?
I'm very quiet. Like if I have nothing to say, I'm not gonna speak. I'm very quiet. So like when I have shows, like a lot of the oranges like, hey, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just sitting down. And then when I'm on stage, like I'm just like I become a beast. I'm like every time, like especially if the oranges doesn't know me, they're always like, I would have never known. I was a bit worried. I was like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's fun, right?
That's good.
Yeah.
It's great, and it's not a bad advice. If you don't have anything, like you're not going to say anything, then just don't say anything. You have nothing to say.
Right on.
Some people should really take that. Maybe I
A
should.
lot
I
more
think
people.
I really should, because
Yeah.
I talk a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you noticed. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
What do they expect? What should they expect from a live show if your fans show up? Like, what should they get from you?
Storytelling, an Afro-Caribbean experience. I like to explain the story, the songs to people, because of course, you're not gonna really understand Haitian music. You just hear that there's instruments, but you don't really understand like the why, the cause, and all that stuff. So I like to tell people, let's take a trip to the Caribbean. It works better in wintertime.
Yes.
but
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No
let's
doubt.
take a trip to the Caribbean. And then I always tell people what got me in Haitian music was just allowing myself to just get in the instruments. So it's like allow yourself to feel the instruments. Like listen to the music and find an instrument that you feel most connected to and just flow with it. So when I first started doing that, it was the bass line, the bass lines in Haitian music, insane, 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 insane. And then in the live Haitian music, it was we call it we call it bandaye. So bandaye just means like the back line, the back band. So like that's like the any like drum. So like the drum, the bass, and the gong. So they interact a lot with each other, and they rely a lot on each other, but mostly like the drums. That's the drum set. So the star of the show in live music is the drum set. So it's like if you guys watch like some of my like live stuff, you'll see that the drums is like literally like he's the one telling us what to do basically, and we just follow him. But so like a lot of like so with my shows, I really create an Afro Caribbean experience. I like to make sure that I have at least some French, some English, so that you understand what's going on. And then once I have you wheeled in my world, I bring the Creole. And then it's like even if you don't understand with music, you just with Haitian music you interact with the instrument, which means either you just like you two step to it, you dance to it, and then I feel like you're right in it with us.
Nice.
Now I have a question for the audience part. Now, the two of us, when we go to shows, he's the dancer. Like he gets right into it I don't. It's not that I'm not enjoying it. I'm just like he watches me and I just I'm looking at the drummer. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at the bass player.
Yeah.
I'm absorbing everything, but I'm not moving. Like I really want to go to a really, really heavy show and stand in the middle of the mosh pit and just stand there.
Well, you wouldn't be able to.
No, I mean, they would respect the old man. They wouldn't want to hurt me.
No, they'd hurt you.
No, they'd hurt
But
me. All right.
yeah, what are you getting at? Is that like a
No, it's just
how does it feel when
yeah, it's just like when you're looking out in the audience and you want to see them like taking in the music and dancing and moving and not just kind of going.
would that throw you off if he was like standing there staring at you like that?
No, because you as the artist you create the experience, and I'm like you where it's like I go to shows and I just stand there but I'm taking in everything,
Mhm.
but I'm enjoying it. You probably doesn't show that, so. And I also have to understand that like I do Haitian music in a setting that like people are used to, like hip hop, R&B, rock, and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So am I expecting you to fall in love with my music, like the second that you hear it, But the fact that you see me on stage having the time of my life, you'll learn to just respect and appreciate it. You don't have to like it,
Mm.
So yeah, but mainly what I've learned is that you create the experience. So it's like if you're enjoying it, they will respect and appreciate and also enjoy it. But if you're like thrown off by like it's like anything. What I tell my students, again, you create the experience. I've had one of my students, her first performance was atrocious because she was just staring everywhere but us. She looked like she was uncomfortable. She looked like it was like, do you even want to be here? Like, so it's like how you are on stage is how the audience is going to receive and like take you as an artist, but also like the music. I could be singing in Creole. You have no idea what I'm saying, but how my expressions, my stage presence, my passion, my projection, you'll feel it.
You set the tone.
Exactly. You set the tone. So it's really important that like you create that experience for the audience. So, so it's like as much as I could. I remember one time I was performing with this big Haitian artist, and then they invited me to sing with them because like it's a girl that sings it. So I sang with them, and then someone was like, "Oh, I don't know who you are. Get off stage." I could have been like, "Oh my god, they don't like me," and I just would have ran off and cried. No, I'm on this stage because it's my home and it's my time, and I will sing.
You were like, watch this.
Yeah, I was like, "Watch this," and
Yeah,
then like
yeah.
they were like, "Oh wow, sorry, you know how to sing."
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
You don't disrespect me in my home.
Oh, I love that though. Like you take it the other way. Instead of being offended, you just like you'd say, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck these people up," like
Yeah.
that's how you do it. Yeah, you could. I love Afro music, so you'll see me dancing. This huge head on this really big body, like just like all over the joint, right? So I'd be right into it. I'd like to see her perform. Actually, I'd probably really enjoy it. I have an opportunity. There's
Yes, you do.
opportunities for me.
Yep. Hopefully, I'll see you October 17th.
Yeah. Is it past 7? I don't know.
Yeah, it's at 8 o'clock, 8:30. She said.
Okay, before midnight, like you said, got young kids.
30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Those days are like far away.
Do I need to go and then videotape it and send it to you? Is that what's going?
Yeah, please do a live. She'll
Live.
she'll love. I won't enjoy it as much. I have to be there.
You
I have
be
to
there,
absorb it. So we have a fun question. We ask everybody that we've interviewed for the last 4 years the same question. Okay, so there's 2 decades of music that we discuss: the 80s or the 90s. If you had to pick one or the other, which one would it be and why?
The 80s shaped the 90s. So I don't think you can talk about the 90s without appreciating and acknowledging that it started with the 80s.
That's a very good answer. So
Yep.
you're picking the 80s.
Yep. Even though I wasn't there, I know that the greatest classics, even like in hip hop, like the greatest like samples.
No. We're not.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like-
Fair.
Like
Jesse.
the samples, like this, like the samples that you hear, like they come from like the 80s or 70s, so it's like you can't say that you love 90s music and not acknowledge that it's the 80s and the 70s and the befores that like shaped where music is today.
Yeah, it's fair. Dre got all his beats from 70s funk and
Oh yeah. Well, we don't pick the 60s and 70s because we know a lot of people would
Yeah.
go
But,
to them.
However, MC wise, it's the 90s. Let's get serious.
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
But I get what you're saying. You're not. It's a wonderful answer. It's dogs of the 80s and I'm the 90s, so it makes the answer you just gave him. He's going to hold that over my head for the rest of my life because because you said that it molded the 90s, and then you're just going to have that in your back pocket.
Oh, I have it right now.
Yeah,
and it's never leaving. Thanks, Jesse.
Jesse, phenomenal answer. I mean,
yes,
that's great.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. For you as a teacher, so if you were to give one of your students advice, what would you say? What's the number one thing you would say?
I would say a lot of things.
But like, say the person has the talent and the drive and everything, and you like yourself. So how would you portray that without telling them what to do, sort of thing?
Remain teachable.
Yeah.
Remain teachable and build a community.
Yeah, because you don't know everything.
Yeah, you don't know everything, and like I see a lot of mostly artists from Toronto because Drake is from Toronto and they think that arrogance and stuff, but like remain teachable because it's like you don't know everything. You don't know who you'll meet in the room. You never know who that 5-minute conversation will teach you and how it will shape you for tomorrow. So remain teachable.
It's a great answer. Be open-minded.
That's it.
Take advice. It's like you should be listening to that, actually.
And anyhow, so do you like the list of people who are going to be at this conference? Do you know any of them personally? Like the ones that are from Ottawa? Like I know Emma Lamontagne is going to be there.
Yes, absolutely love Emma. I met her last year, I think, at a grant writing class, and we've been just staying connected. And Emma is such an awesome artist, funny on stage. Like she's really awesome. I'm really, really looking forward to reconnecting with her. Looking forward to just meeting new people as well. I love meeting new people. I know I said I'm shy and I hate talking to people, but when I have to be Jessie Simmons, I do.
Yeah.
I put on my big girl pants on and I go and I talk to people. So yeah, I had to do that when we went to me and my DJ Velvet, we went to the Juno Awards last year.
Ooh.
And there was a lot of like different activities, different events. And like I told her, I was like, girl, we have to network. And she's like, oh my God. I was like, I will do it for the both of us. And a lot of the network we did, we were able to be in Toronto for about 4 or 5 months last summer. And because of those connections, so it's worth
Well, it's
it.
important, right? It's important when, especially at that, what's the word I'm looking for?
Juncture.
No, not juncture. At that, that's like the pinnacle for Canada, right?
Oh yeah.
Is the
Mhm.
Junos.
Yes.
So you're meeting amazing artists that have been through what you're going through, and so they're going to have this great advice for you, and say, hey, I love your music. Keep doing what you're doing. And to hear that from somebody who's established and done things that you're like, oh my God, I just spoke to so-and-so and they said, keep going. So it's just, it's pretty cool to
yes.
be in that kind of environment for sure.
Did you have an awe moment when you met somebody?
I met Havaya Mighty. They were freaking awesome because I saw them at the Korean Festival a few times, and like their stage presence and energy is out of this world. And they're like 5 foot nothing, honestly. But when they're on stage, they're like 6'7". Like it's just insane. So their music was freaking awesome. I met Toby as well, great artist. I first discovered Toby at the Manifesto Festival, and I'm big on live music arrangement. So that was the first time that I ever saw them. I was like, when I saw him again like the following year at the Junos, I was like, I just wanted to tell you that your live music arrangement for this specific song was insane. And I was like, and I became a fan instantly because of that. And
Awesome.
yeah, so yeah, it was a lot of cool people there. A lot of cool people there, and like I really like how they're very approachable, very humbling people, and that they're willing to like give advice and like connect and build community with people as well.
I feel it's the Canadian way, right?
Yep. Canadians are nicer.
Yeah, we are. We're awesome.
It's true.
We can't deny it.
It's fact. So next show is the 5th October, or is it the 6th? Which the next one is the R&B.
My next show.
No, the R&B show I guess is on the 11th or something.
The 11th,
yeah. And then before that though, you're doing the brunch event.
Yeah, I'm doing the Compa brunch event. So I'm just hosting an event coordinating, and then I'm hosting the 6th R&B on October 11th. And then I'll be performing 2 showcases on October 17th at the Delta Hotel Folk Music Ontario Conference.
She's busy.
Busy lady.
And she's crushing it.
Booked and busy. Oh, and this Thursday, September 18th, I am also hosting the Cranium Festival opening night.
Wow.
Yes.
Busy.
And
but the way you want it.
And where's that?
That is at the Queen's Fair.
Queen's Fair. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Is that an O Mic event or is that somebody else?
I think OMIC is involved, but it's the Cranium Arts Project.
Oh yes, Cranium. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they have a conference in May.
Mm-hmm.
So very like industry based, and then in the fall they have the festival. So they have a 3 or 4 day festival. I think it's 3 days from Thursday to Saturday, I believe. And the first night is going to be at Queen's Fair. And this year, usually it's like 1 year I'm performing, 1 year I'm hosting, and this year I'm hosting.
Very cool.
That's great. Awesome. Well, Jessie, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you
for having me. This was awesome.
Yeah, we look forward to meeting you in person and maybe chatting with you on the red carpet. You know, never know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Jessie or Jessica, whoever wants to show up.
Well, I think I would rather talk. Well, I think I'd probably jam better with Jessica. I don't know.
No, you guys would just not talk to each other. You just sort of stand there.
Yeah, just kind of stand there.
Making the music together.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be like, can you guys talk to each other? Like I'm that guy. But yeah, thank you again, Jessie. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Just stay with.
Dog and Gus.